Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric from winwiththepast.com, and this is video 3 in our series about the weight room. Today we're going to look at how to become an efficient, effective weight program over the entirety of a year. So let's get it rolling. Okay, so let's look at what a typical week in our program looks like. The first thing I do when I built this program, first thing I did is I identified the key lifts, the essential things that we have to do to be a great football player. I think most of us would agree. You have to squat, you have to clean, you have to bench, you have to do some type of pull-ups or back exercise, you have to do some sprints and some agilities, and you have to deadlift, right? Those are the key moves. You have to do those things in order to be a great football player. So that's how we built our program. Every single day, we're going to focus on one or two of those core exercises, those tier 1 exercise, and then we're going to supplement them with exercises that serve those movements as well. So let's start with winter day 12. So this is a couple weeks into our winter program, and you see we have built a circuit for our guys. I'll call attention once again to the quote of the day. We always start with a quote of the day just to kind of focus them, to get them motivated, to get them all on the same page. It gives you a chance to teach some character, gives you a chance to kind of build some camaraderie and to kind of build a base of this knowledge. These quotes they're golden. So today the quote was on our winter day 12, the quote is, "We will never be here again on this day at this moment with this opportunity." Just giving them a chance to focus on, hey, this is special, right? This time right now with your boys is special. Take advantage of it. So once we kind of get that out of the way, then we go into our dynamic warm-up and we go into our circuit, and you will see the focus for the day is hang clean and front squat. Two of those key exercises that are essential to being a great football player. And then we supplement them with other exercises. So decline push-ups, one-footed squat jumps, tricep bench dips, and lunge jumps. Again, training explosiveness and keeping the guys that are not doing the key exercises moving all the time. So instead of standing around, you're doing a set of decline push-ups. And then instead of standing around, you're doing a set of one-footed squat jumps. Your buddy is doing cleans, but you're doing one-footed squat jumps instead of just standing there and waiting for the rack to clear. And that is the entire purpose of this program, to be efficient and to maximize the use of your time and your space. Okay, let's move on to Tuesday. So this is winter day 13, and you can see once again we have a quote of the day, and our focus today is going to be the bench press and the pull-up. Those are our two central exercises. We're going to complement those with one-legged squats, jump knee tucks, shoulder press, and super burpees. Once again, let me draw your attention to the winter sport modifications. Remember, we want to modify workouts for kids that are playing other sports during the off season. So this is winter day 13. This would be a typical Tuesday for us, a focus on bench and a focus on pull-ups. Okay, day 3 in the week, Wednesday. I love Wednesday. Wednesday is sprint and agility day, right? You could also do it Thursday. It just depends on what your schedule looks like. But sprint and agility day is my favorite day of the week because it's all about explosiveness and it's all about football moves, right? This is what you need to be a great football player. So it's sprints and agilities, and then it's a set of hang cleans followed by some supplementary exercises as well. So you can see as you look at the workout, we're going to do 10 minutes of a sprint circuit. Today it's 8 times 40 yards with a 30 to 45 second recovery. We're going to do a 10-minute agility circuit. Today, on this day, we're focusing on the box drill. So we're going to set up cones at 5 yards, and then we're going to sprint, backpedal, karaoke, shuffle, all those typical agility drills you do with cones. And then the other group is going to be working on explosive movements. So on this day, they're doing squat jumps for 30 seconds, and they're going to do right foot squares for 30 seconds, then do left foot squares for 30 seconds, then jump knee tucks for 30 seconds, and then they're going to recover for a minute, and then they're going to repeat that circuit. So they're going to go through those 10 minutes at each station, and then we're going to go into the weight room and finish with a quick circuit focused on the power clean. So this day is all about explosiveness and it's all about movement. Now, I'm really proud of the way we train our winter sport athletes on sprint and agility day. You will notice under winter sport modifications, there is a yoga circuit that we have designed to increase flexibility and strength without putting impact on their muscles. Remember, they're going out after school and they're going to play basketball, they're going to play soccer, they're going to wrestle. They don't need to be in the sprint and agility circuit in the morning. Let them do this yoga circuit to really increase flexibility and strength. It still gets them doing something, they're still accountable, but it's not going to overtrain them. And again, remember, we want the coaches on our side. We want to build unity amongst the winter sport coaches. So use these modifications, especially on sprint and agility day. Okay, the last day of the week, Friday, is squat day. So this is winter day 15, and you can see the quote of the day today for squat day is, those that are truly great are those that learn to serve others. Again, this just gives you a chance to sit your kids down beforehand and just talk to them about the value of being humble, about the value of being a team guy, about putting we before me, all those good things that we all believe in. It just gives you a chance, just 1 minute, to focus on that stuff before you dive in to a killer workout. So again, you got the dynamic warm-up, and then we have the focus on squat and deadlift. Now, I like the RDL, personally, the Romanian deadlift. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's where you keep your feet together and do the deadlift, and you don't necessarily have to go all the way to the ground. You could easily supplement this with regular deadlifts. It just kind of depends what you believe in. I like the RDL because it increases hamstring strength, and we're already squatting twice. And so I think if you underdevelop the hamstrings, you're going to set yourself up for some pulled muscles. So it's not that the deadlift doesn't train the hamstrings, but I tend to prefer the RDL, the Romanian deadlift. So that's what we do on this day. We do squats and we do Romanian deadlifts. And then remember, we also have supplementary exercises so the kids are not standing around while their buddies are squatting, right? So that's really important. So on this day, we're gonna pair squats with push-ups and jump knee tucks, and then we're gonna pair RDLs with pull-ups and super burpee. Now that's key. Notice that. You don't need a spotter for RDLs. So use your spotter on pull-ups. Back the RDL guy off the rack, use the rack to do pull-ups. So remember, pull-ups are done twice during the week, and today is great because you're gonna do a set to failure, which is really just gonna make the kids burn it out that last day before the weekend. Once again, the winter sport modifications are included for those guys who are playing multiple sports. Okay, so that's a typical week. Now let's talk about what it looks like seasonally. How does our approach change every single season as we build this program? Well, for me, I like to break it up into chunks. The winter and the spring are basically the same. We are going to establish a base of strength and explosiveness. You can see our percentages are going to start out low, and they're going to build throughout the winter and the spring. So let's fast forward to spring day 44, and you will see they are doing 110% of their max on that day. Now again, and this is actually their second max because they maxed the first day of spring as well. So hopefully they have already pushed past their winter max, and now we are making them push past their spring max as well. So the winter and the spring are really all about establishing that base and getting the kids stronger as we go into the summer. The summer changes a little bit. We shrink the size of the workouts down just a little bit, and we add an optional sprint workout to the end of every single weight room workout. The reasons for this are simple. The season is coming up. You got to be ready for 2-a-days. The legs have to get ready. Some of these kids are coming off other sports, so they've been skipping sprints and agilities, right? They've been doing yoga on those days, so they need to get back into shape to get ready to play football. And thirdly, this could be the first time you have all your kids together actually running through a sprint circuit. So at the end of every workout in the summer, there will be a sprint circuit attached, as well as the normal sprint and agility day on Wednesdays. Okay, let's talk about the fall. In the fall, we go 3 days a week. One day is heavy and long. One day is a little bit lighter and a little bit shorter, and one day is really light and really short. So I like to do them Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday, but you could really do them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You could do them even Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. The last day of the week in the fall is so light and so quick, you could easily do it the day before a game, and it would not make your kids, perform any worse on Friday night. It really just depends on your school schedule, but we are going to focus on maintenance during the season. That's the key. So let's look at a couple of the workouts here. You can see on our Saturday workout, so fall day 1, right after we max and we establish that base, we are going to go pretty heavy, right? We're going to do pretty heavy squats. We're going to do pretty heavy bench, right? Those are the things that we are going to focus on but that is going to get lighter as the week goes on so that they're ready to go on Friday night and they're at peak physical condition. But remember, you can't skip the weight room during the season. If you skip the weight room during the season and we don't have time for that, we got to get out in the field, we got to practice, you're setting yourself up for failure. By the time you get to week 7, your kids are going to be dead. They're not going to have any more energy, and all that work you've done in the summer is going to start to taper off. So make sure that you continue to stay committed to the weight room during the season. All right, let's talk about our last concept of the day, and that is the concept of maxes. Man, this is a struggle, I think, for a lot of us. It's something that I struggled with for a long time. How do you track and how do you keep accurate maxes on your kids? We know the only way to get better is to push past your original max. But you have to hold the kids accountable. Here's the problem with maxes. Number one, maxes are ambiguous, right? I'm sure you've all seen that chart that we all had up in the weight room when we were in high school, the chart that goes like this and like this, right? It has a number here and a number here, and then like you go down here and you're like, okay, I'm supposed to do 40%, and that's 204 pounds. Like it takes forever. The kids don't understand it. They forget what their max is, so you have to go look it up. It's just really, and so the solution to that is, you don't put those charts up and you just tell, okay, kids, do 90% of your max. They don't remember what their max is. They don't know what 90% is, so they don't ever do the right weight. Therefore, they're never getting stronger. So those are two of the key issues. And here's the third issue that a lot of us don't think about. Maxes are embarrassing. Kids are embarrassed if they can't lift as much as their buddies. The guy who benches 95 pounds hates bench day. And so what does he do? He skips bench day because or he puts too much weight on the bar and he makes the spotter do the whole thing. And he never gets better because he never actually pushes through his max because he's embarrassed at what his max actually is. So I think there's a couple points here. Number one, we need to coach our kids that it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. And I know we all know that, but sometimes we can forget that there's the kid in the corner that can only bench 84 pounds, right? So we got to coach that kid up. Number two, we have to find a better way to track maxes. And so I built one. This is, again, after years and years of struggling with this, I just got sick of it. So I built this spreadsheet. I call this the Max Tracker spreadsheet. Here's how it works. I designed a whole bunch of formulas that link every single workout in our program to the initial max that is recorded in the key exercises, clean, squat, and bench. So as you can see, the first thing you do on the first 3 days of our program is you're going to record maxes. Then you're going to come to the first sheet in the Max Tracker spreadsheet. You're going to enter the kid's name. You're going to enter his max on each individual lift. Again, this is going to take 3 days. One day we'll max on bench. One day we'll max on clean. One day we will max on squat. You're going to enter those numbers, and it is automatically going to populate every single workout for the entirety of that season. So, for example, on winter day 12, we're going to do 65%. So let's go to winter day 12, and we can see exactly what 65% of his max was. There's no work, there's no calculation. All you have to do is show up, figure out what day of the workout you're on, and click print. And it will be there for you, and you'll be able to hold the kids accountable. So when Johnny comes up and says, hey coach, what am I supposed to do on bench? You know exactly the right amount. Or when you're walking down the aisle and you see that Johnny doesn't have enough weight on the bar, you can call him out on it. So I think this is essential, and I think it's something that we assume kids are going to do this, but remember, we have to hold them accountable or they're not going to be accountable. Eventually they will learn and they will start to hold each other accountable. But this tool is just going to make it that much easier to make sure you track and keep accurate maxes throughout the year. All right, so that's our program. That's what we do weekly, that's what we do seasonally, and that's how we track and record accurate maxes to make sure the kids are getting better and they're held accountable. So here's what I want to do for you guys. I want to offer you this program. I want to give you the chance to implement this with your teams. Like I say on my website, I'm not a guru. You guys know the weight room. You guys know the struggles. You guys have been there. You guys have done that. I'm not pretending to give you anything you don't already know. But I know this. I have given you the gift of time with this program. I spent so much time designing this thing, and I beat my head against the wall for so long trying to become efficient and still productive at the same time. But now all the work is done. And that's really what I'm giving you guys is the gift of time So you can just show up to your office, find the workout, push print. Hey, we're all gonna do the same things anyway, right? We're all gonna squat, we're all gonna bench, we're all gonna clean. Let's be efficient and let's be productive every single moment we're in the weight room. Let's track accurate maxes so the kids are always getting better and always getting stronger. And they're always held accountable. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna offer you this program at a discounted rate. I usually sell this thing for $397, which is a steal. It's less than $2 a workout, and it just saves you hours and hours of time. But today, for the first 100 customers, I'm gonna drop the price to $197. So you're gonna save over $200. You're gonna get the entire program every single day, over 200 workouts, planned out, quote of the day, every single circuit plan, the dynamic warm-up, all the sprint circuits, all the sport modifications, which is something you're rarely gonna find in a workout program. And I'm also gonna give you the max tracker spreadsheet so you can just input names and maxes and have weights for every single kid in your program every single day for the entire program. All of that for less than $1 per workout. And again, that's for the first 100 people to sign up. You're gonna get this thing for less than $1, for $197. But even if you don't sign up today, I wanna thank you guys for watching. I hope if you're not in a place to buy this program today, that you take my ideas and implement them, because I really do think they're gonna save you a ton of time, they're gonna make you more efficient. That's really why I did this thing. I want to help you guys, I want to serve you, and I just wanna share some of the things that I've been through and some of the conclusions that I've come to. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you guys being a loyal subscriber and a loyal follower of winwiththepass.com. Feel free to send me an email at eric@winwiththepass and check out my site at winwiththepass.com, and I will see you guys down the road. Thanks again.